Hi, I'm Don Moen, and I'm glad you can join me today for this session talking about vocal techniques. As we travel on the road and do the seminars, we don't always have a lot of time to devote to this session, but it's, I think, one of the most important things we can talk about because that's what we're all doing. We're all on stage, we're singing, and probably a lot of you, like me, have been placed on a stage or maybe in your worship team. You may not feel real confident as a singer, but you found yourself on a stage and or leading worship. You don't really feel like the most qualified person in the world. For my part, you know, I didn't plan on being a singer. I was a violinist, and I did study piano a little bit. But when I started writing songs, people started asking me to come and sing at their church. When Give Thanks was released, suddenly I started getting requests to come to church and sing, and I'm thinking, wow, I don't know how to do this, just be a singer. And it was really intimidating because I wasn't comfortable with my voice. I've never had a voice lesson in my life. And then we ended up doing a lot of multi-artist tours, and I'd be on a stage with I look around and I see these great singers, and I'd say, I know why you're here, I know why you're here, I know why you're here, but why am I here? Alvin Slaughter and all of his vocal aerobics, all that stuff. And it's like, wow, how do you do that? And Israel Houghton and Chris Tomlin and Nicole C. Mullen, and wow, just all these great singers. And it was really intimidating for me because I would hear my voice come out over the microphone, and I'd really just kind of freeze up and choke out the sound a little bit. And one of the big things I learned during that time was, you know what? I can only be Don Moen. I cannot be Alvin Slaughter. I can't be Cannoli. I can't be Tomlin. Or girls, you can't be Darlene Check or Nicole C. Mullen. You just got to be yourself. And when I came to grips with that all I can be is Don Moen and sing, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. I just had to realize, it is what it is. Just be yourself. And that was a freeing moment for me, and I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Just be yourself. But in being yourself, there are certain techniques that you should learn and to help you do your job better. As I told you, my problem was I started pinching off the high notes when I'd get a song that put me up in that register. It's like, wow, I just had to back away from the microphone, and I didn't like what I was hearing, so that intimidated me all the more. So someone suggested that I go see a vocal coach here in Nashville, and I did. Kim Wood Sandusky is her name, and she's got 2 DVDs out that have helped people all over the world. And I'm talking about, she's worked with the biggest names in the industry, but she really helped me with some basic vocal techniques. And in a few minutes, she's going to come and work me through some vocal techniques. And I've asked Rachel Robinson, who sings with me a lot, to come as well, because there's one for guys and one for girls. But she started working with me in some basic breathing techniques. Some things she told me that really helped me is just this. This is your best friend right here, water. It's amazing how many people keep singing, and you wear out your voice when it gets so dry. But she'll say, water is your friend. One of the most important things I've learned in touring was to drink plenty of water. When I began singing, I'd go out on the road, and I would, after about 4 or 5 days of touring and concerts every night, I would find my voice getting really, really tired, and I'd lose my voice. Almost inevitably, I would lose my voice, and it was that's the worst thing in the world, to not have a voice and then have to get up and try to sing or croak, whatever the case may be. But she really helped me learn how to put air behind the notes, to launch the note with, like if the word is praise, just launch it out. And you'll hear Kim talk about that in a few moments. But this is all new stuff to me. So the first time I went to work with her on a vocal lesson, it was kind of intimidating because you're sitting there in a room and singing ba 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 ba, and it's like, wow. But she helped me with those basic techniques, and it's helped me sing songs that I haven't sung before. A lot of songs I would steer away from on tour. For instance, the title cut of I Believe There Is More, that CD, it's Still I Believe, and I would always kind of pinch that note. It's only a C sharp, but for me it was just kind of intimidating. It starts kind of low. You have been good to me. You have been good to me. You have been gracious. You have been faithful, meeting my needs. Okay, that's kind of low and nice and easy, but the chorus goes, and still I believe there is more. What I was doing was I just wasn't taking a big enough breath, and I was pinching that off. Still I believe there's more. And it was just like when I didn't take a big breath, I couldn't get that note out. And to this day, when I'm singing that song, I can hear Kim telling me, launch the word, believe, believe. So I got to put some air behind it. And still I believe there is more. I believe there is more. I believe. So I open my hands to receive all that your love has in store. Lord, I believe. Yeah. So just simple things like that, launching the word, believe, praise, launch the word, and it begins to make sense. There's another song on Uncharted Territory that I stayed away from a lot. I love the song. It's called Divine Exchange. I love the message of this song. I love the song, but it has this stretched out chorus. Hallelujah, hallelujah, praise be to God, hallelujah. And it's just like, wow, it's only a C, but sustaining it for a long time with that loud hallelujah. I kept wanting to pinch that sound, and there's a word on the verse, stripped of heavens. I didn't know how to sing stripped of heavens glory. Oh, see the man of sorrow, see the Son of God. Stripped of heaven's glory. Stripped of heaven's glory. See that word? I was having trouble with that. I'd always kind of mess up that word because I would pinch it. Stripped of heavens, like that. And she said, open it up. Heavens, put some air behind it. Stripped of heaven's glory in the name of relentless love. Like that. It helped me out a lot. And the chorus is, Alleluia. Big breath. Alleluia. Praise be to God. Alleluia. Yeah. Put some air behind it, because if I started pinching that, it's a Alleluia. It's just... it's not a pretty sound, and when I hear myself pinching, it intimidates me all the more, so then I pinch some more. So get air behind it. If you're going for a high note, you got to put some air behind it, and you got to launch the note. Okay, another song she helped me with just the other day. I love the title cut of Uncharted Territory, and I'd like to be singing it a lot more than I do, but it's kind of high. It takes a lot of air. And to be honest, the song intimidates me a little bit because I don't know if I can deliver it right. So I sang it for Kim the other day, and she goes, "You need to be singing that song all the time because of the message." So the verse again is pretty easy. I find myself in uncharted territory. Never felt so lost, never felt so lonely. Where are you, Lord? I'm so afraid I can feel the fear inside me. Can't control the chaos all around me. Where are you, Lord? How can I sing the Lord's song in a foreign land? But how can I forget all you've done for me? Everything you've done, Lord, just to set me free. Teach me how to praise. Teach me how to praise. Even in the darkness, teach me how to sing your song. I'm gonna sing your song. Yeah, kind of messed that up a little bit, but it's you know, the song, the chorus. I gotta put some air behind that chorus, or it's not going to come out. You know, how can I forget, rather than how can I forget all you've done for me? You know, it's like you got to open it up and just let it rip. You know, and how can I forget all you've done for me? Everything you've done, Lord, just to set me free. Teach me how to pray. Teach me how to praise. Even in the darkness, teach me how to sing your song. I'm gonna sing your song. Yeah. So it makes all the difference in the world when you put some air behind it. You know, the song, You Will Be My Song, it's a softer song, but that's another one I stopped singing because I didn't know how to do. You will be my song. It's soft, so because it's soft, I started pulling back on the air. You will be my song. You will be my praise. You will be my voice. And she told me, even though it's soft, you got to put some air behind it, and it helped me a lot. The walk-up goes, how does the verse go? Anyway. Even when a melody won't come, even when the words are not enough. Now listen. You will be my song. A song. You will be my song, rather than you will be my song. Open it up. Sing the vowel. There it is again. You will be my song. You will be my praise. You will be my voice when I'm lost for words to say. You will be my strength, and you will lift me up. You will be my portion and my everlasting love. You will be my song. Okay? Again, just putting the air through it, opening it up, sing the vowel. It may seem new to you right now, but after doing this a few times, you'll begin in the middle of leading worship, you'll hear those words. When you're tempted to pinch and tempted to back up, you'll hear Don Moen saying in your ear, sing the vowel, launch the word, praise, be praised, be praised. That's another one. That's a C sharp and a D. But again, that's a tough one for me to sing. Be praised, be praised. See what happens when you pinch, it goes flat. But launch the word, put air behind it. Be praised, be praised. Oh, listen to your people. Okay. So in just a couple minutes, Kim's going to come and join us, put us through a good workout, at least just a sample of what she does. And I want to encourage you to sing along with us, do the warm-up with us, and if you want to be serious about what you're doing, if God has called you to be on a worship team, to be on a stage, you owe it to yourself, and you really do owe it to the Lord to do it with excellence. It took me many, many years to get the courage to go to a vocal coach, because I was a little afraid, are they going to make me sing like a opera singer? You know, God will make a way. And I didn't want to sound like that guy. But just with the basic, you know, some of those basic rules, sing the vowel, get some breath behind it, launch the word, you'll find yourself singing with much more confidence. So I'm going to ask Kim to join us in a few minutes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rachel Robinson will be with me as well. So enjoy it. God bless. Okay, we're back. We're going to have some fun with this now. We've invited Kim Wood Sandusky to come and work us through a vocal session. Kim Wood Sandusky is my vocal coach, and she has been working with me for a couple of years and works with a lot of artists, world-renowned artists. Rachel Robinson, who you probably recognize from the tours. She sings with me a lot, so she was gracious enough to come and be a part of this vocal warm-up today. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but Kim will kind of push us, and I invite you to join us and sing along, warm up with us. We'll work with the guys, and we'll work with the girls as well. So, Kim, over to you.
Okay.
Don't be too hard on me.
I'll try not to be. He deserves it, though. But first of all, I just want to make the comment that warming up before anything that you do with singing is a necessity. Even for the great, world-renowned, the biggest artists in the world, they need to be warmed up, and so do you. So I'm going to start out with a little warm-up with Don, and this is the pattern. Okay, Don, I want you to do that for me on foo, foo, foo.
Foo, 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 foo.
Good.
Foo, 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 foo. Foo, 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 foo. Foo, 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 foo.
Good.
Foo, 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 foo. Foo, 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 foo. Foo, 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 foo.
Good. We're going to change that up. And we're going to do that on my, my, my.
My, 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 my. My, 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 my. My, 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 my. My, 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 my. My, 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 my. My, 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 my. My, 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 my.
Great. Now we're going to pull it down to the lower part of the register for a male. And for Don, I want you to do that on guy, guy, guy.
Guy, 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 guy. Guy, 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 guy.
Good.
Guy, 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 guy. Guy, 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 guy. Guy, 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 guy.
Good. Now we're going to warm the breath up a little bit with a little breathing stamina technique
I don't
that
like
I do.
these.
I know you don't, Don, but they are so good for you. They're good for all of you. Okay, you're going to hold the top note while I count to 10, and then you're just going to let the note off, okay? And we're going to do it on B, 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 E.
B, B, B.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off.
B, 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 B.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off.
B, 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 B.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Off. Now we're going to go into a little bit of the vocal building process where I go into the muscles and I start strengthening them, okay? This is a little bit more aggressive. So, Don, if you need to grab a drink of water, this would be probably a good time. And I want to make mention now that water is a singer's best friend. It really doesn't matter to me what else you drink. If you want to drink coffee, tea, Cokes, really, each body is individual. And I don't have anything to say about that other than I need water. At least 8 glasses of water a day, minimum. That's very important for singers. And I suggest getting 5 glasses of water a day before noon, and then trying to get 2 more before 6 p.m. and 1 or 2 more in the evening. That way you've spread out the hydration process with your voice. Okay, here we go. Okay, I want you to do that on high, high, high.
High, 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 high. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi.
Good. Now we're going to move to this pattern, Don. And I'm going to take it a little bit lower than that. We're going to start building some of your deeper muscles. And we're going to do that on May, May, May.
May, 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 may.
Good.
May, 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 may. May, 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 may. May, 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 may.
Good. Now, Don, I want to try this one. Okay, do that on Bay, 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 B-A. Ready? Go.
Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay.
Good. Right here. Who, who, who.
Hoo, 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 hoo. 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 Hoo, 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 hoo.
Right. Now I'm going to cool your voice down just a little bit. After you've had a performance or after you've sung in church or wherever you may have sung, you need to cool the voice down. Get backstage, get somewhere quiet, and just relax the voice down. And this is just what I suggest doing. Just do it on pi, 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 just very gently.
Pi, 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 pi. Pi, 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 pi. Pi, 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 pi. Pi, 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 pi.
Good. Now I want you to do it on Z, 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 E.
Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
Didn't that feel good,
Yeah,
Don?
it does,
It just brings all the tension that you may have come out from singing, just brings it down. It's like a runner. After they've run, they always stretch and cool down afterwards, and this is the same process. And you also need to be drinking a lot of water after you've sung too. It's just very, very, the hydration process I cannot stress enough. It's the most important thing that a singer has to their access to keep their voices healthy is water. Okay, now Rachel. Should I
good.
move to Rachel?
Yes.
Sure. All right, Rachel.
Work her hard.
All right, Rachel, you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, do that for me on Hey, Hey, Hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Good.
Hey, 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 hey.
Good. I'm going to come to this pattern. Do it on Bay, 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 and give me a little bit more volume, okay? And use the ba to percuss into it.
Okay. Bay, 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 bay.
Much better.
Bay, 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 bay.
Did you hear the change in her voice when she started moving into it, giving me that real good percussive B and moving that along? That was good. That percussive B was really good. Okay, let's do that again. Ready? Go.
Bay, 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 bay.
Good.
Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay. Bay, 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 bay.
Good. Now. Who, who, who.
Hoo, 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 hoo. 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 Hoo, 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 hoo.
Good. Now I'm going to take Rachel up into the upper register of her voice, a little into the middle area, and we're going to kind of give her a really good hard workout here. Okay, I want you to do that on Guy, Guy, Guy.
Guy, 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 guy.
Good.
Guy, 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 guy. Guy, 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 guy. Guy, 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 guy.
Good.
Guy, 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 guy.
Now she's going to use gur on the same pattern, and that's G-E-R, gur.
Gur, 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 gur.
Good.
Gur, 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 gur. Gur, 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 gur. Gur, 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 gur,
go to foo, 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 same pattern.
Foo, 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 foo.
Good.
Foo, 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 foo.
Good.
Foo, 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 foo.
Good. Now, Rachel, we're going to go here on hey, hey, hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Good. Now we're going to move her to Z, Z, Z on this same pattern, and you're going to begin to hear the vocal muscles get stronger, and the volume will be a little bit more pronounced on this one, okay? Ready? Go.
Z, 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 Z.
Here.
Z, 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 Z.
Good.
Z, 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 Z. 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 Z, 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 Z.
Good. Now let's work some breathing stamina.
Ooh, okay. Thanks, John. No.
Okay, you're going to hold the top note while I count to 10, and then you're going to let off. And now we're going to do this on choo, choo, choo. C-H-O-O, chew.
Choo, 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 choo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good.
Choo, 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 choo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Choo, 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 choo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Choo, 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 choo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good.
Choo, 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 choo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do this. Hold the top note to 10, then let off on foo, foo, foo.
Foo, 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 foo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you hear the difference?
Foo, 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 foo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Foo, 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 foo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good.
Foo, 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 foo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this breathing stamina exercise not only enlongs your breath support, but it also enables you to get pitches and stay more on pitch and to hold out a pitch longer without wavering flat or sharp. So that was really good, Rachel. Thank you. Very good. Yeah, we can clap for her.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So thank you, Kim. Now you've kind of worked with me over a couple of years.
Yes.
I've come to you with some of the songs that I've been working on, and one of the things that I tell when we do these seminars, I tell the audience, you really helped me with launching the word, because I had a problem pinching when I got up to a high note, and like whether it's a B or a praise or glory, you know, I still hear your voice in my ears in a concert singing, sing the vowel, launch the word, and it really has helped me. Talk a little bit about the importance of that.
Okay, most singers find a problem when they get up higher in their registers of pinching off the words or pinching off the notes, and that just means you're singing out of your throat. You're clamping down with the muscles, and all the sound waves, everything you're doing begins being formed only in the throat. It just goes up to here and doesn't raise up to where the sound waves can leave into their proper places of the airflow. What I tell everybody is just open your mouth, just get it out there, launch it out there. Don't pull back. Don't pull your volume back when you get to the high notes. That's going to make you go flat, or it's just not going to sound really good, honestly. Just launch those words out and present it out there with volume. The big thing is to get that volume out there when you're in a problem spot like that. And if you're singing to where you need to be soft, then you just launch it out with the letters in the word. Use the letters in the word to help control the notes. That's very, very important that you do that. It all works together.
Psalm 40, verse 3 says, God has put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see it and fear and put their trust in the Lord. Many will see it and fear. And I tell people, when you're leading worship, it's as much visual as it is audible. Mm-hmm. So, you know, God has put a new song in our mouth, a song of praise to our God. Part of what we've been doing here today is learning how to launch the song, how to launch those words, because I was pinching.
Yes.
I was pinching a lot of that stuff. Still I believe, still I believe, opening
Right.
it up. So those are just some basics that I had never learned before, and Kim has helped me a lot with that. But as equally important is how you look, because when your audience is looking at you, it's visible as well. Many will see it in fear and put their trust in the Lord. So there's got to be something visual about leading worship. So how do you address that issue? A singer has to get up there and kind of own it.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be all about them, but there's
Right.
this confidence thing.
Right. When you're performing praise and worship or wherever, the first thing I tell all of my artists is you need to step aside. You need just to be there. Be in the moment. You live in the moment. Your mind should not have time to think about, oh, am I doing something wrong? Oh, do they like how I'm sounding? If you're doing that, you're not singing. You are not in the moment, giving of who you are and giving and letting your talent live. It's all about the moment, and it's all about the talent living in that moment. Too much is given, much is required. And it's a lot for an artist to step back and not put themselves out front while they're singing. That's a huge step for artists to do, to just let go and be in the moment.
Can you talk a little bit about blending? I know you work with vocal groups all the
Yes.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the importance of listening to listening to each other.
Right.
Because a lot of vocal groups, they get on stage in churches and they have their monitors, and everybody's fighting really hard to hear their part in the monitors,
Right.
and you're not listening. Just talk about the importance of a vocal blend.
Right. Vocal blend is very important. However, perfect practice is important. When you're singing with a group, you need to be practicing and getting that blend together. And a blend is using your ears to hear what the next person is doing standing beside you, not out of your monitors, hearing with them next to you. It's a very, very minute little place that you can hear, but singers have that talent. And then when you are in a big venue or with loud music going, you listen to them next to you. If they're on the other side of the stage, then you listen to the monitors and you make sure with your ear that you are blending with them, that you're not sticking out too far. And it's just a blend with controlling your volume up or down. That's all it is. Another thing with groups and blending is coming in on the rhythm and the timing together on the first letter of those words. You've got to make sure you synchronize that together. And that, like I said, that's perfect practice. And it goes not only for groups, it also goes for you as an individual, as a soloist. You need to be so practiced, perfect practice, and perfect practice just means when you're practicing, you're not thinking about other things that you need to do. Your mind is in that moment, living in that moment. And once you practice that, when you are actually out there ministering or singing wherever you are, you have achieved a place with your talent that you don't have to sit there and think about what you're doing. It's automatic. So then you just live in the moment and you present your gift and let your gift speak.
Yeah. I hope that you've understood when I talk about pinching, there's a lot of terms we use here. We talk a lot about the diaphragm.
Right.
And I don't know that people completely understand what that is and how not to pinch, because just naturally when you go for a high note, the natural tendency is to pinch. How do you not do that?
Well, for one, the way we speak
Yeah.
is the way we should sing. My diaphragm speaking is working. It's getting my air up and out where it needs to be. When we sing, we start second guessing and we start thinking about everything that's going on. And usually that's what gets in our way. We get afraid of a high note, so we pinch it off. It's just something that happens in humans. The thing is, once you've done your perfect practicing, and you've done this for a while, and you've worked on breathing techniques, and breathing stamina is important, which is what's in my DVD, is to get this breathing stamina down. There comes a point where this magical singing happens. And it's everyone I've talked to that feels this feels the same way. There is a connection of your air from when you breathe it in and it goes all the way into the bottom of your lungs. You start to feel this connection and you feel yourself riding the air back up. It's almost, I guess, I don't surf, but I would think it would be kind of like surfing. You're riding the waves, and there's a coordination that happens. And there's a coordination that's a perfect coordination that begins happening with your breathing. And it's just this air line that you feel, and you can feel it going all the way up, and you're riding it. And it's incredible. And I have not worked with a singer or an artist before that hasn't gotten to that point. It may take 2 or 3 years for them to really get out of the way and let it happen and not be afraid of it, because sometimes it's a scary place when you're singing correctly, because all your bad habits are not there for you to lean on. It's just free. And it's just a wonderful place for the singer to be in. It's also a wonderful place for the listener to be in, because they're not hearing all this tightness, and they're not watching someone's face do all these weird things to try and get the notes out, or lifting and doing all this weird thing. You don't have to do any of that. It's all a natural gift that you've been given.
Yeah. It's great stuff. Kim Wood Sandusky, she has 2 DVDs. Tell us how we can order the DVDs.
Right now it's on my website, and that is kimwoodsandusky.com. And that's KimWoodsandusky.com. And you can go there and order it. And if you're overseas, we will send an email to you, and we'll get it all taken care of in case it will not pick up your zip code.
Yeah, and the DVDs are called?
The Vocal Builder Series. My technique is called the Vocal Builder. And so it's called Vocal Builder Series, and this is series number 1 that's out, and number 2 will be coming.
Yeah. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
And one for men and the other one for women. That's
Yes.
why we had Rachel here to demonstrate today. And I want to thank you for your participation as well. It was fun to see you work somebody else for a while than working me. But it's probably one of the most important steps I've taken to have Kim critique me, to help me, to give me confidence. Our first lesson, I was tentative. I didn't know really what was happening.
He was.
I was just a little afraid, because I have never really embraced my voice. I never went out, I never kind of intended to be a singer, but I ended up being a singer because I was writing songs. And gosh, she's given me the confidence to get those high notes out. And these Vocal Builder Series will do the same for you, and just give you a little push, give you that confidence to stand out there and do what God has called you to do. He won't anoint you to do something that He hasn't already appointed you to do.
That's right.
If you find yourself on a stage in a church, in a worship team, God has appointed you to do it, and He will anoint you to do it, and He's given you practical tips like this to help you be better at what God has called you to be. So thanks for joining us today. Make sure you go to Kim's website and take advantage of this wonderful product. Look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.